Hi, and thank you for tuning in to the Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth. It is Talk About It Tuesday, and today we want to spend a little bit of time talking about doubt. Now, we're going to read in just a moment a story in the Bible about one of Jesus' disciples named Thomas who had some doubts. When Jesus was raised from the dead, appeared to the disciples, Thomas said, "I'll believe it when I see it." And he got labeled Doubting Thomas for that one circumstance, which I think in a lot of Christian circles gives this negative connotation that doubt is bad But is doubt bad? You know what? I don't think doubt is bad. I think it's what you do with doubt. So first we need to admit if we've doubted.
That's right.
Think for a moment. Have you ever had doubts about your faith? Have you ever been reading through the Bible and thought to yourself, I don't know if that's true. Did it really happen that way?
Yeah.
Maybe you're watching the news or looking on social media and you see all the hurt and pain and evil in our world and you think, how could a loving God allow this? Or maybe you were praying for something or someone and it didn't go the way you were hoping and you thought, really, God? I don't even know if you're real because you clearly couldn't fix this. You know what? Doubt is something real, but something we don't talk about very often. Yeah. And I think the guilt and shame that can come with doubt is that fear that God is angry with us, that God doesn't want us to doubt, that he punishes us for our doubt. But really, through this story, we get some really great insights. So let's go ahead and read it. It's found in the book of John.
Yeah, John chapter 20, starting in verse 24. It says, "Now Thomas, one of the 12, was not with the disciples when Jesus came. So the other disciples told him, 'We have seen the Lord.' But he said to them, 'Unless I see the nail marks in his hands, and put my finger where the nails were, and put my hand into his side, I will not believe.'"
Wow.
A week later, his disciples were in the house again, and Thomas was with them this time. Though the doors were locked, get this, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here. See my hands. Reach out your hand and put it into my side. Stop doubting and believe."
Yeah.
Thomas said, "My Lord, my God." Then Jesus told him, "Because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed."
Wow. Great portion of scripture
Yes.
for discussion. A couple things that stand out to us. First of all, who was Thomas?
He's one of Jesus' closest friends.
Yeah.
He walked with Jesus, saw every single thing that Jesus did, and then yet he still doubts.
You know, that encourages me.
Right?
Because sometimes
Yeah.
I think we can beat ourselves up for having a doubt or questioning something that God does. But here we have someone who saw firsthand Jesus, and yet he had doubts. Ponder that. Think about that. But what I think is so beautiful about this story is that when Jesus confronts Thomas, it's with such love.
Yeah.
He doesn't come to him and say, "How dare you, you sinner?" He says, "You know what, Thomas, come here. Go ahead. Touch the holes in my hands.
Yeah.
Touch the place that the spear cut my side. You need proof, Thomas? I have it for you. Come on over. You don't need to doubt. Believe." You know, I picture Jesus saying with such love, and think about that the next time that you have a doubt. I am confident that my God is faithful and can prove himself. You know, as we have doubts, bring them to the Lord.
Yeah.
Say, "Hey, God, I'm questioning this. I'm doubting this. I'm wondering about this. Would you reveal your truth to me?"
That's right.
Because God is faithful. But I also love how he responds beyond that. And he says, "You know what? Come and see, but also blessed are those who don't have to see and still believe," because that is the definition of faith.
That's right.
Let our doubt cause us to get to a place that we grow in our faith, that we, beyond our circumstances, beyond what we see, we can still believe. Take some time today and talk about that with a friend. Talk about maybe some doubts that you've shared. Encourage one another. Pray with one another. But let's give our doubts to the Lord. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. We hope to see you again tomorrow for another daily dose for spiritual growth.